Okay, okay. So this is the Obsidian. Probably when you open up, it looks a bit like this. So what is this all about? Um, I've been using this program for quite a long while now, and I'm kind of going to run you through a few basic concepts of it. I treat it like a personal journaling space and an information network where I keep all of my very important knowledge bases, I guess. Um, the first thing, of course, that opens up is our homepage. And on it, we've got buttons, we've got the compass. This is kind of how I organize my things, projects and stuff that I would normally do. And this is the main window that you'll be kind of working in. Over on the left, we've got our various folders. We can find templates and project folders, locations, things we put from the journal in there. That's a little later. Uh, I guess I'd like to start you off with firstly getting set up with the daily node practice, which is right here if you want to hit that. Um, it'll auto-populate itself with all kinds of things. I've left some of my favorite daily herbs and spices, as I call them, in here, so that little randomized bits of wisdom that pop up every now and then for you. But you can alter them yourself, and I'll show you how. So, if you're not familiar with Obsidian, it uses metadata in its notes, and there's plenty of very good tutorials about how to use Obsidian. For us, mostly right now, it's getting used to the template. So, metadata, often I throw in things like what's my physical energy today? Let's say 5 out of 10. Mental, 3. Emotional, 4. My day rating, 7, great day. Mood, perfectly fine. My tags for this particular journal day, I have all sorts of in there. You'll find your own that you can type in, of course, or use mine. It's up to you. Good, you can throw that in there. It's a good day. And what about down here? Well, we get a nice little daily quote. We have our weekly and monthly and yearly reviews in here as well, which we can click on. But really, it's about this inserting of this section. Hit this button and it types stuff in here. So, today was a nice day. Made this template. There we go. And there she is in there. Or we can just populate it by typing it in here. Or wherever you like, because all of this stuff is actually made in text. This is what it technically looks like if we were to export it. All these little buttons, all this stuff is written in YAML, which is kind of fun. It's a little, I guess, programming language for words. So we don't really need to think about this too hard. Not anything we need, but if you ever wanted to, it's over here in source mode. You'll find out as you use Obsidian, you'll figure all this out. But I have various prompts, which you can of course retype into whatever you want. And there's lots of shorthands for Obsidian, but I'm not going to be tutorialing you about how to use Obsidian, mostly just this template. So what do we have in here? Where are we having dreams? You see these little 2 bits here, the little 2 semicolons like that? Well, they come after particular special keywords which we can reference in other places. So for dreams, I had a dream. Yeah, we could highlight, I don't know, we'll figure that one out later. These can be custom modified. You can make your own. Let's have magic. I know I still have that in there. Potatoes. I could say how many. Let's say 3 today for whatever reason. Also, you'll figure this out as you do more Obsidian tutorials, but it's available for you here because all of these from every journal go into useful data, such as dreams. We've got right here. Boom. You know, all of your dreams from all of your daily notes pop up right in here. Super handy. That's a bit later. So we'll just go back home, start with our daily note, and continue. So what else is there? Well, there's all types of fun journaling practices I've got in here. You can, at your leisure, activate as many of them as you like. There's even, I'm not sure if I've done anything. No, I haven't done anything for the shadow journal. You can activate all of these buttons and have yourself a really solid journaling practice if you're for some reason really keen on it on this particular day. Or you could not. You could just keep them as buttons and deal with them later. So why do we do this? Well, usefully enough, doing this daily starts to give you a really good overview as to what you're doing in life, where you're going in life, and especially if we start hitting like weekly notes, things we want to complete this week, and you know, let's see, we've hit our monthly note, things we want to complete our month. There's lots and lots of stuff, accountabilities, all the rest of it. Basically, self-improvement for the rest of us. It's handy. It is incredibly handy. I love Obsidian to bits, and this will hopefully give you a good heads up for what you can do with it. For instance, in our daily note, once we get used to interesting stuff like what you have on today, we can do our little slash commands, or if anyone's ever seen them, type in tasks and create a task. You know, we can do all kinds of stuff like this. We can, this task is high priority. It is created today, and it is, I don't know, pro. It's useful. There we go. Yeah, maybe even we can change this into up. There you go. That's useful. What is this? This little task thing? Well, it's just, again, it's just words. So we can actually type out tasks, such as, you know, put little things into brackets. Star task. And we can type in highest priority created today. You will get used to these. These are called slash commands. There's all sorts of slash commands that exist. There's, you know, save current file. There's all sorts. Even home. Open the home page. Oh, would you look at that? In our daily bites and important stuff, we suddenly have our tasks, which we've created in our daily note. So as you build up all of this stuff, you will populate your homepage, and it will give you a really good overview as to what's actually happening, projects and all the rest of that. Your year in review, perhaps. And of course, my favorite, new note. It's the best thing ever, right? It just pops up, and you're like, this is a note. And we can tell it things like it's a high priority note. We haven't reviewed it, and it is to do with note. There you go, there's a little tag in here. So what we can do then is we can actually check our note inbox. And would you look at that, there's we've got some daily herbs and spices, and a high priority, a new note. We can click it here, and we can say, yes, I've read this note. This is an important note, as I appreciate it for being what it is. And there it vanishes. We can just kind of drag it up into somewhere. 1 second. Scroll up perhaps, so it should be in our note inbox. Notes. I could have swore I had a notes page. Well, we better make one. Notes. There you go. We'll just kind of drag it into the notes folder. There we go. Ultra useful. We've got our home. You know, all our folders, of course, keep all our bits and pieces. So we can go and create a new idea. There we go, that's more like it. What idea did you have? A great idea. Beautiful. Let me just blah blah blah. Type it in here. Again, what's the idea? What's the notes about it? Is there a to-do list attached to it? And again, of course, we go into our 7-day review. We can find out what we've created and what we've done in the last 7 days. All here. This kind of keeps on shuffling through, so you get an idea of what you've been doing, or what you've done, what you've looked into. Useful data contains all kinds of stuff: your health, your general projects, whatever else. The work, of course, is trauma work, and wherever else you're doing, working on yourself. I assume you should be. And journal comes in our flavors here, self-organizers as well, really handy. We've got thought palace, so your entertainment, your knowledge base, things you keep, your personal files, archived, herbs and spices. Here it is, all the stuff that shows up every day when you open a fresh new note. So you can type your own bits in here, blarg, and this guy here will show up in your daily note. You can wipe all of this and put in your own favorite quotes in here to remind yourself. Or, I like to archive them once I've properly internalized them in a way. And anyway, moving on, we've got our events. So you can create a new event. It's kind of handy. This was a thing. All of your, what time it happened, all the highlights, follow-ups, all that business. And it will automatically organize itself. This is a thing right here in your events. So nice and automatic. Everything will shuffle itself around for you. Super handy is all I can say. Let's see what else we've got. Templates and templater. I wouldn't touch this just yet until you get used to Obsidian. Just know that they are there to assist this entire process. Really, the only thing that you want to be doing is opening a daily note every morning, typing a bunch of stuff in here, preferably your dreams, your whatever else comes up. A good idea is about 900 words every morning. Just chunk it out there, and then a little later in the day you type stuff in. Well, this was an uneventful evening. And I write quite a few into these actually. I have a lot of stuff in this vault, almost nearly 2,000 notes now, dailies and all sorts. Because at the end of the year, we haven't got enough files for it to really take a look at things yet. We've got all of this. This is the yearly review. All the stuff that you've put in here will be your assessment. It'll be, you can use ChatGPT, you can feed it your entire vault and actually go through your entire year and see how you did, what you did. Are you happy with how you did and what you did? Anyway, this is the general gist of this template and why I find it important. You can install it on your Mac and or PC, and then use Dropbox or iCloud or whatever else, and check out some other Obsidian tutorials by people who actually do Obsidian tutorials rather than just this. But this is about the vault. This is about the methodology that I use, which is daily, weekly, monthly, all lined up here, all at home, and then from home drags it out, all your tasks, all your important bits. Even we've got our task inbox before I forgot. This will be all the things that are happening, and they'll have priority lists, all the rest of that. It'll take a while to get used to the system. Once you do though, I'm sure if you are a fan of it, you will really make it your own. And maybe just for a little scooch, let's open up a graph view. Don't worry, you'll get used to the slash command soon enough. There we go. There it is. There's our little graph view. This is all that. This is the graph of all the things that are linked together. All the notes that are linked together. So there's this one here, right? We've got one for the 2507. It's got nothing in it. What we can do, one of the most powerful parts of Obsidian is linking new files and linking files. So we can type in a new let's see, this was a thing. Yeah, cool. So this was a thing. It existed, and what we can do is we can actually go maybe create another one. We could say No, Apple Drive. Yeah, awesome. So what's this one? This is all you have to do is just kind of do one of these, 1, 2, 2 square brackets, and then type whatever else in there. And then what will happen is that when we click it, it'll create a new note. And then up here, 3 dashes, you'll find this out in other tutorials. We can do our little metadata, priority, fairly medium, tags, sure, emergency, whatever. And then this is a note. Awesome. So then we can just go back to this guy here, and now you can see Apple Drive, which has a link to our 2507 here. And if we go into it and we create another link and we say this, I don't know, let's try, let's just create a fresh one, Google Drive. There you go. Now, as we can see, there's a bit of a link to them. So, where's Apple Drive? We should be able to display node size, forces, groups, filters, depth. There we go. Boom. That's more like it. This shows us everything that's happening. That's better. Yeah, look at this. All the bits and pieces, even stuff that apparently is left kicking around from when I was doing my deletions. Now, well, we can now see all the interconnection from our journal to the Apple Drive, and because it's linked, so there's the Google Drive that is part of it. And we can kind of see the infrastructure of our brain and how we were thinking when we were connecting stuff together. What connects to whom, and who connects to what. All of our journal pages, how do they relate to each other? And eventually it gets quite big, and you get to really get a full oversight of what's happening in your information network. Very, very freaking cool. Anyway, this is a topic for far later and way more advanced. For now, that is what this Vault does. And you can always give me a message if you're using it and if you're curious about it, and ask me, because I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and get you started with a good journaling practice, which I think this should do, really. This has been my journaling practice for the last 2 years, and it's done me charms and wonders. Well, anyway, thank you for that and for your attention. I hope it wasn't a rambling mess.